You know, Scott Stanton, Josh Bell, right?
All
He's
right.
here. Las Vegas critic Josh Bell is here for, of course, the big Bell breakdown.
Yes.
We are ready for one big movie coming out this weekend. We have Winchester. We have seen the previews here. Helen Mirren, right?
Right.
One of the biggest stars in Hollywood. It's got to be good.
You would think that would be the case. And this is an interesting choice for Helen Mirren to do a horror movie. We think of her in these more prestigious, serious period pieces. And this is a period piece. It's actually based very, very loosely on a true story. Sarah Winchester, who was the widow of the head of the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, the Winchester Rifle Company, in the 19th century. This movie takes place in 1906, is later in her life, and she was kind of haunted by guilt over having been involved in this company that produced weapons that killed so many people.
Really?
And she moved to San Jose after her husband died, and she constructed a house, or rather she bought a house and kept constructing new rooms on the house in this sort of manic frenzy. And you can go actually and see the house. It still exists. It's called the Winchester Mystery House. It's full of hundreds of rooms, I think, or maybe 100+ rooms, and stairs that go nowhere, and doors that open into walls, and all sorts of crazy, creepy stuff.
Wow.
But this movie, there's a lot of fascinating history there.
Yeah.
This movie takes that and kind of grafts a horror movie onto it, a very cliched. The house is haunted. We've got ghosts of people who were killed by rifles, lots of loud noises, sudden appearances. And Helen Mirren is wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think it's exciting to see her play this kind of character. But really, the main character of this movie is a doctor played by Jason Clarke, who's supposed to investigate Sarah Winchester and decide if she's mentally competent. And he's not nearly as interesting a character. I think this movie is just, it's at odds with itself. It wants to tell you this true story about this person who lived a fascinating life.
And it sounds like an interesting true story.
And I think it really could be, but they throw in all of this horror stuff that's a lot of horror cliches and just really doesn't fit together very well, and fictionalize this so heavily that whatever is real and interesting about the true story is lost, unfortunately.
Well, that's kind of sad to hear, because you think Helen Mirren, if she attaches her name to any kind of project, it's going to be pretty good, a certain standard.
I think there was a lot of potential here that unfortunately has gone unfulfilled.
All right, there you have it. The one and only Josh Bell breakdown.
Thank you.
Take care. There it is.
All right.
All right. Have a nice weekend.
You too.
We'll be right back, everyone.